Why is there no capital letter here? Like, there's a freaking period, but there's no capital letter. Like, I just don't get it. Like, why? What? Huh? Alright, hey guys, it's Zoe here, and you may be confused by the title of this video. Dear Future Zoey, what does that mean? Well, so basically, this is like a theory that I've been working on, and I thought it might be fun to do. Basically, during the video, I'll just be like, Dear Future Zoey, and then rant or talk about something to my future self. Okay, now that I'm describing it, it sounds really freaking dumb. And I don't know how I feel. Like, I think this is a cool idea. I think it's different and something that you might enjoy. And so, this is just a trial run episode. If it sucks, I'm not going to do it ever again. But this could be something that could happen weekly or monthly, because I'm really trying to make my channel a thing, whereas like I have a parody video every Thursday and then just random videos throughout the week. So I thought it might be fun to start something weekly as well, such as a Dear Future Zoey series, which would be like every Tuesday or something. Like just something fun like that to really have get my channel structure, I guess. I don't know. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe before we even begin the video. And so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the trial run episode of a Dear Future Zoey. This is what it would look like if I were to do this again. Dear Future Zoey. So, I read a book. Okay, scratch that. Can I even call this a book? Like, there is no plot here. I don't know what the climax is or anything. Besides that, there is, like, some telling things in here where it says, like, in the tower, and the princess and everything, and before and after. I get that it's her becoming herself and growing to become somebody and not relying on other people, but it's not a book. There is no plot whatsoever at all. And it's just like, I was very excited to read this book because I've heard very, very good things about it. And I was especially excited because I thought it was going to be like a poem book with a plot where I would follow along, kind of like a Dr. Seuss book. But there isn't one. It's just a bunch of Tumblr quotes put together, entered with a space, no capitalization, with a period. Like, no, if you have a period, you have a capital letter. You capitalize it. That's what you do. So I don't even understand what's going on with Amanda Lovelace. Like, she can't even capitalize her own name. That's a proper pronoun. I don't know about you, but I think when I have a name, I capitalize that. Like, the title's not capitalized. Nothing is capitalized. Like, I'm convinced the shift key was broken. And then when it went to the editor, his shift key was broken. And when it went to publication, his shift key was broken and no one knew how to fix it. So they were like, hey, this will probably make all those hipsters like it more. So we're not going to capitalize anything. Like, it just makes me mad. And I'm not like a grammar Nazi or anything. Like, I don't freak out over grammar that much. Like, there's little things where I'm like, ugh, but it doesn't stop me from reading it. I've read so many bad fan fictions that, like, I can get through crappy punctuation and stuff like that. But that's when it's every so often. Not every single page with no capital letter ever. 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 And you know me, Zoe, like, I love empowering stuff. There's nothing I love more than a girl being like, I am a woman, and I am strong, and I am independent, and I don't need no man. I love that stuff so much, and that's why I'm so disappointed that I couldn't love this. Because the princess saves herself in this one, like, I love that concept. Such a beautiful title, such a good idea. But they done screwed it up. I thought this would have awesome poetry and be super empowering. I was wrong. It might be empowering, but it is not awesome poetry. Like, I legit think she just had some cool quotes she found on Tumblr, changed up the words a bit, hit some spaces to make it look cool, and then published it. Like, what? Okay, now I'm just gonna do a disclaimer. I'm not claiming to know anything about poetry. I'm not a poet, and I don't know anything. Maybe this is poetry. How the heck do I know? I just know that this is not what I thought it was going to be, and I'm disappointed. And I think a part of me is jealous, because if this can be published and be a bestseller, everything could be a bestseller, so why am I not? You know? And so I think this does come down to jealousy, where I'm reading this and I'm like, I wrote better stuff than this, and I'm not just trying to sound mean or anything, I'm being honest. Like, I really do think there's sentences in here that I've just done better. And I'm not published, and so I think a part of this comes down with jealousy, where I'm like, I could do better and I'm not published, why is that? And so I want to tear it down. But it also, like, how did this happen? How did we get this point where this can be the best? And it just kind of makes me question things. And I also just want to say, Amanda Lovelace, I am sorry. I don't mean to be rude or anything. It's just these things irked me. I picked up the book expecting something different than what I was. And that's partially my fault. Like, I should have known better when I was getting into it. And there were some good lines in here. Like, there are some things where I'm like, oh, that was good. But when I'm reading it, it's hard for me to do that. And I think maybe if I was going through Tumblr and I read these quotes, I would have a completely different feel for it. Whereas since it's a book, I'm just like, I don't like this, because that's not what I use books. And so it's a matter of opinion. I'm not trying to say this sucks, and I don't want to get hate for voicing my opinion, but I think it does come down to a lot of jealousy. So Future Zoey, when you come back to edit this, or you come back to rewatch this video someday, I want you to see this book as not as your enemy, or just be sad because this is what the world has came to for what best-selling is. I want you to use this to fuel you. If this can get published, anything can get published. And I'm not just saying that to be mean, I'm being honest. Like, if you are hard and you work as hard as you can get there. And you shouldn't ever give up. And just because you look at one thing and you think, man, that's a lot better than me, or that's a lot worse than me, how'd that get published? Why is that getting published and not me? That shouldn't stop you from going after your dream. And you should always use this to fuel you. And next time, don't get so mad at something just because they're published and you're not, or they're better than you and you're just sad about it. Jealousy is never the answer. And ranting's always good to do for a minute or two, but afterwards you kind of just feel kind of crappy now because you feel bad because you're like, man, this actually took a lot of work to do, and you understand how hard it is to get published. So in the end, Amanda Lovelace, I give this to you. You got published and you had an awesome title, and it got me. You are making some money now, so congrats. You're doing the thing that I can't do, and I think that's always good to acknowledge that. I still admire it. And I think one day I will actually read all of it, because I actually haven't even read it all. This is a review on a book that I haven't even finished reading, because I couldn't. I physically could not. I think maybe if I took it 1 page a week, I could get through it, but I just was so annoyed with the capitalization, I couldn't do it. Also, dang, the whole point of empowering books are to empower people. Don't be so rude, Zoey. Like, my goodness. Support and love, don't hate. So my conclusion, in the end, we all can save ourselves. Alright guys, that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below what you think of the princess saves herself in this one. Did you read it? Are you annoyed by capitalization like me? And if you have any words of wisdom, please comment them down below and I will make my own book. I'm kidding, I'm not going to do that, that's a lie. And just stay totally awesome. Till next video.
Zoey, the awesome, the awesome.